Hi students, class 10 statistics and probability. Standard deviation, we are going to find the standard deviation for ungrouped data. Here in this ungrouped data, we are going to see about the assumed mean method and step deviation method. Let's see. Next, assumed mean method, standard deviation, this is standard form, summation xi minus x bar whole square divided by n. Here the deviation is differs, di is equal to xi minus a. Here a is that assumed value. Assumed value means our own value we can select from the given data, right? Assumed value. This can be written in the form of that implies xi is equal to, if you take this a to another side, we have di plus a or a plus di, right? Let me take it as equation number 1. Now, here we have the mean for this term, so the summation of di is equal to, sum of di is equal to sum of xi minus a, sum of xi minus a. Summation of xi minus a can be rewritten in the form of summation of xi minus a into summation 1. Summation 1 is nothing but up to the nth term. Here summation means usually we are using simply summation means the summation is belongs to I is equal to 1 to n, that is the meaning, right? So here we have up to nth term. Summation 1 is up to nth term here. So summation xi minus a into n. So summation di is equal to summation xi minus a into n. So divide by n in all terms, divide by n, we get summation di divide by n is equal to summation xi divide by n minus a. So now see here, summation xi divided by n is nothing but x bar. X bar is equal to summation xi divided by n, means here we have summation di, so we can use the letter d bar is equal to x bar minus a. So d bar is nothing but summation di divided by n. So d bar is equal to x bar minus a is the term. Here we want to find that x bar is equal to, I take this a to another side, so we get d bar plus a by equation number 2. By subtracting these two, see first and the second equation, from second and first and second equation, see the first equation and second equation. The first equation is xi is equal to di plus a, and then second equation x bar is equal to d bar plus a. This x and x bar should be substituted in that standard deviation, that is summation xi minus x bar whole square divided by n. In the place of xi and x bar, you are going to substitute the deviations value. Here the root of summation xi place is di plus a minus of the second term, x bar is equal to d bar plus a, right? D bar plus a divided by n. Now we are removing the bracket here, so we get the term summation di plus a minus d bar minus a. When you remove the bracket, you have to multiply the symbol, so we get plus a and minus a both are cancelled. So summation di minus di, but here we have whole square, right? So root of summation di minus d bar whole square divided by n. We know that already we have proved in that term xi minus x bar whole square is equal to, we have the term summation di xi square divided by n minus summation xi divided by n whole square with square root value. We have find out for the direct method, right? Now we are using, instead of di minus d bar, we are using, right, the same term, we get the same answer, or otherwise substituting the value, we get the value, that is root of summation a square a minus b whole square formula di square minus 2 di d bar plus d bar square divided by n, and taking the summation and n to each and every term, the root of summation di square divided by n minus 2 d bar will be taken out, di is equal to summation di divided by n plus d bar square summation 1 divided by n. summation of 1 is nothing but up to nth term. So root of summation di square divided by n minus 2 d bar, summation di divided by n is nothing but d bar, right, into d bar plus summation of up to nth term is nothing but d bar square into n divided by n. Summation 1 is nothing but up to nth term, so n will be cancelled. We get that value summation di square divided by n minus 2 d bar square plus d bar square. 2 d bar minus 1 d bar is, we subtracted, we get the value. When you subtract that, we get summation d bar square. 2 d bar square minus 1 d bar square, nothing but d bar square, is equal to sigma is equal to root of summation di square divided by n minus summation di divided by n whole square. In the d bar is nothing but summation of di divided by n is the term. So here we have summation di divided by n whole square. So the same, instead of direct method, we have xi divided by n, di xi divided by n, right? So in assumed mean method, we have the derivative di is equal to xi minus a. So the only changes in the term d. So direct method or assumed mean method, we have the same formula, only changes in the derivatives. Here let me take that one examples, that is same example 10, 20, 30, 40. Here the standard deviation is much easier. We have going to find, this method is very easy to find out the longer data should be reduced into a very simplest form. Here that deviation d is equal to xi minus a. Here a is the assumed value, our own value. We can choose any one of that number here. If I choose it is a 40, the assumed value is 40 means, then xi is 10 minus 40 is equal to minus 30. Then 20 minus 40 is equal to minus 20. Then 30 minus 40 is equal to minus 10. And then 40 minus 40 is equal to 0. Then 50 minus 40 is equal to 10. So summation of di is equal to, see here we have minus value, minus 30 minus 20 minus 10 minus 60. Here we have plus 10. So when we subtract, we get minus 50. Then d square, this is 900. 20 into 20 is 400. We get only positive value when we are squaring. And then 100, 0 and then 100. So summation di square is equal to, this is summation di. Now summation di square is equal to sum of this term 0, 0, 10, 15, 150. For standard deviation, sigma is equal to root of summation di square divided by n minus summation di divided by n whole square is the formula. In this formula, we are going to substitute the value. Summation di square is equal to, this is 1500 divided by n is equal to 5. Number of observation is 5. Minus summation di square. Summation di is minus 50. N is equal to divided by 5 whole square, right? When you cancel this, we get 15, right? So minus 10. If you reduce this, we get 300. So root of 300 minus 10 whole square. Minus 10 into 10 is 100. So we get root 200. Root 200 is nothing but we can write in that form of 10 root 2. So we get 10 into root value is 1.414. So we get 14.14. So here we have the smaller data, so it will be very easier to find out. When it is a larger data, we can apply this assumed value to get the standard deviation very easily and very simplify. Easily we can simplify the terms, right? Next we see the another easiest way, another one of the method to find the longest data will be reduced into the very lowest form of standard deviation. Let us see the step deviation method. Here standard deviation sigma is the general form. Here the step deviation di will be taken as xi minus a. Di is equal to xi minus a is the assumed mean value method. Here we have that divided by c. C is the common divisor. C is a common divisor. We call it a common divisor for ungrouped data. Suppose it is in the grouped data, means we call it as a common class interval, right? So here let me take the ci to this side. So c di is equal to xi minus a. Here xi is equal to, I take this a to another side, C di plus A. Let me take it as equation number 1. Now we want to find out the summation of this term. So summation xi is equal to summation of C di plus A. If you take summation for each and every term, C will be taken out commonly outside here. For C di plus A into the constant term should be taken out commonly, right? A into summation 1. So this C summation di plus A into summation 1 means up to nth term into n. So summation xi is equal to, this is the term, so divide by n, we get summation xi divided by n is equal to C summation di divided by n plus A. So this term is nothing but x bar is equal to summation xi divided by n, and then d bar is nothing but summation di divided by n. So x bar is equal to C d bar plus A. Let me take it as equation number 2 by substituting the first and second equation. 1 minus 2 xi minus x bar. Here we want to going to find out xi minus x bar. See, xi minus x bar is nothing but C di plus A by first equation minus of the second term minus C d bar minus A. When we subtract the second term, we have to change the symbol. So dd will be cancelled. C is common. C take it out commonly. Di minus d bar is equal to xi minus x bar. So xi minus x bar is equal to C into di minus d bar in the place of the standard deviation general term, right? Here we are going to substitute that C into di minus d bar. So this is a general term. In the place of xi minus x bar, I am going to apply that C into di minus d bar. Here we have whole square divided by n. So here we have square term C into this term. So A into B whole square means we can square A square and B square term. The same here also we are going to do the term C square into di minus d bar whole square divided by n. C is taken out commonly from the whole root. So we get C is equal to root of summation di minus d bar whole square divided by n. Di minus d bar is nothing but, we know that we have already found out the di minus d bar. Directly I am going to write here C into summation di square divided by n minus summation di divided by n whole square. So we have seen the assumed method and direct method. We have found out this value. So directly I am going to write summation di square divided by n minus summation di divided by n whole square. This is the standard deviation for step deviation method. Let's see the example. Here I take the same example 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here assumed value may be a 40. So 10 minus 40 divided by C. C can be that same class interval, the common divisor. Let me take it as 10. C is 10. So 10 minus 40 divided by 10 is equal to, if you subtract, we get 30 divided by 10. So we get minus 3. The first term we get minus 3. Right? So this method 10 minus 40, x is 10, A is 40 divided by 10. So here we have 10 minus 40, 20 minus 40 divided by 10 is equal to minus 20 divided by 10, 0, 0 cancel. So we get minus 2. Next 30 means we get 30 minus 40 divided by 10 is equal to minus 10 divided by 10 is nothing but 1, minus 1. And then 40 is cancelled, we get 0. And then 50 minus 40 divided by 10 is equal to 10 divided by 10 is nothing but 1. Here we have plus 1. So d square C, in the last term assumed mean method we have 300 or 30 something. 30 is squaring the term. Here we have very simple 9, 4, 1, 0, 1. So summation of this value, summation di is equal to sum of this plus 1 and minus 1 is cancelled. So we get minus 5. Here summation di square is equal to, see, 10, 15. Here we are going to apply in the formula. So for step deviation, this is the formula. So C value is equal to 10 into root of summation di square divided by n. Di square is 15 divided by n is equal to 5 minus summation di is minus 5 divided by 5 whole square, right? Now 10 into, if you divide we get 3, minus if you divide we get 1. 1 square is nothing but 1. So when we subtract 10 into root 2 value, we know that 1.414. When we subtract we get 14.14. So either we can use the direct method or mean method or arithmetic mean method or step deviation method. We can get the same standard deviation, but we can use the bigger data very easily. We can calculate by using the assumed method, step deviation method, like this, right? Thank you, students. So this is the formula for step deviation method. Thank you.